everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of I Can't Believe That Happened to You. As you know, I'm Sarah Whitney, and this week on I Can't Believe That Happened to You, we will be speaking with 25-year-old Timmy Turner, who only weeks ago was found in the woods of Fairmount Park after being lost for 10 years. In this harrowing story of bravery and survival, Timmy brings us back to the place where it all started and shows us how he was able to survive alone for so long. I don't know about you guys, but I can't go 10 minutes without Facebook or Instagram, let alone 10 years. So I can't imagine how he did it. Let's take a look.
Lost in the woods for 10 years. This is what Timmy looked like before he got lost, and this is what he looked like the day he was found.
So right here, if you walk about 50 feet northwest, that's pretty much where I've been for the past 10 years. Follow me. This is where I ate, slept, cooked my food. I slept right over there. Like, I created a tent under that log. Built my fires right there. Oh, and I actually went to the bathroom right there.
Oh, wow, fascinating. Why don't you show us what a typical day here that you spent your 10 years would be?
Sure. Well, most of my day consisted of hunting and catching small animals like rabbits or squirrels.
So how did you catch them?
I would be like Snow White and like sing to them, and once they got close, I would just grab them and snap their necks.
What do you mean by snow?
Once you get the hang of it, it's really not that hard. You want me to cook it up for you?
Excuse me. No, I'm good, thank you. Well, I think that about wraps it up. We should probably get out of here. Well, that was weird. Timmy?
Here we go! I can't find my way out!
Welcome back. And here joining us now is the lost boy himself, Timmy Turner. Timmy, you're on mute. It's the bottom left of your screen. It looks like a little microphone. Do you remember what a microphone looks like?
Wow. Thanks, Sarah. You're going to have to forgive me. I didn't have this technology 10 years ago, so I'm still getting used to all these changes in the world.
You're a riot, Timmy. So, how has it been being back? What's changed in the past 10 years?
Well, I've gotten older.
Yep, 10 years will do that to you. As we just saw in that opening clip, what's it like transitioning from living outside to now living indoors? I know my cat Snowball will be gone for days, presumably out living on the streets, and somehow end up back sleeping in my bed, just like she never left. Is it something like that?
Not exactly, Sarah. For starters, I'm not a cat. Didn't really think that was that funny, but for a 15-year-old boy, I had no idea how to live outside on my own with no resources but the natural ones around me.
Also, from that earlier clip we showed, it sounded like a lot of the survival techniques you used came from movies you had when you were younger. But was that your only source of survival knowledge?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I didn't have many options. I just thought I would try them, and they actually worked out pretty well. I mean, I'm still alive here today talking to you, aren't I?
That you are, Timmy. So, with the sudden change in your dietary habits, it must have really messed with your digestive system, right? I know when I switched over to this juicing cleanse, I felt like I never left the toilet. And that stuff was coming out of me like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I mean, for the first few weeks, probably even months, I had horrible stomach pains and terrible diarrhea. The smell was so bad, I had to dig a hole and bury it. But funny enough, and I didn't even know this was possible, but from the diarrhea that I buried, a tree actually grew from it. I think it must have been from those first few days of scavenging and for berries and plants. Must have eaten some tree seeds and then buried the seeds. When I buried my poo, I ended up naming the tree Wilson.
Why Wilson?
You ever seen that movie Castaway?
No.
Never mind then.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just that I made a friend while I was lost. He was a dead squirrel that I found in the woods, and he was my companion for all those years.
Okay. So again, looking back at the intro clip, I know you said that you wanted to stay put because of what your dad taught you, but did you not think to create some sort of signal to alert people of where you were? Or maybe call out for help in hopes that someone will be walking by only a mere 50 feet away.
I did. I created smoke signals with the fires that I would build. And for the first few months, I would scream my head off in the hopes that somebody would hear me.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been a terrifying feeling not knowing if anyone was ever going to find you. But maybe we can cheer you up with these heartfelt one-on-one interviews we did with your family and friends after you were found.
Miss Turner, your son who's been missing for 10 years has finally returned. How happy are you?
Who? My son? Which one?
Your son, Timmy.
Oh, Timmy? Yeah, he's my son.
Ma'am, were you even aware your son was missing for 10 years? Do you even care?
Not particularly. Don't tell him I said that. I mean, I got like 20 kids or something. It's just one less mouth to feed. Besides, it's like natural selection at this point.
Well, thank you, Miss Turner.
Yeah, whatever, no problem.
Are you okay?
I'm literally her only child.
Oh my goodness, then why would she say that?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can't believe that my own mom couldn't care less about me being lost. For 10 years, I could have been dead.
Yeah, wow, I'm sorry to hear all this. Well, we have another interview here with someone from your past that you may remember.
Authorities have located a former classmate who was a witness to Timmy's disappearance. Andy, do you remember how Timmy got lost?
All I know is we were playing ball and it rolled into the woods. He went to grab it, and when he didn't came back, we assumed he just went home.
Well, how do you feel about your best friend being found?
Well, we weren't exactly close. Wait, what did you say his name again was?
Timmy Turner?
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Good times.
Well, is there any way you guys will reconnect and hang out like old times?
Probably not. He's kind of a loser. Hey loser, think fast.
What?
Oh my goodness. I don't know who vetted these people for these interviews, but I am very sorry.
We literally snuck out of school one day and got matching tattoos. See?
Oh, wow. Neat.
We were literally best friends. I can't believe she said all that.
Wow, again, I'm very sorry for the way these interviews have turned out. We unfortunately do have one more to show you. It's from a certain pizza guy that you may remember.
Excuse me. You're the person that found Timmy Turner, right?
Oh yeah, that's a little homie.
Police say he had a friend that came to visit him in the woods. Was that you?
Yeah, that's me all right. I was going to the woods on my smoke break. Well, one day I was just sitting in the woods and I thought I heard a raccoon, so I went to investigate.
What happened next?
I ended up face to face with Timmy Boy as he was blessing Mother Nature. Anyways, he looked kind of hungry, so I offered him a slice of pizza. And we've been friends ever since. I bring him pizza and he picks mushrooms for me.
Did you ever find it weird that he spent all that time in the woods, or were you concerned?
Nah, not really. We all gotta get off the grid sometimes. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. Anyways, tell my homie I said what's up. Let's go camping sometime.
Finally, someone who doesn't have anything bad to say. In all seriousness, though, that dude's crazy. The mushrooms I picked for him were not even the drug kind, but he would still eat them and somehow get high. I made like $2,000 off of them. Tell him to hit me up. I'll pick him a new batch.
I will not be doing that. So anyway, now that you have been found and brought back to civilization, what do you think your next step in life will be?
I'm not really sure. Someone recently compared me to Bear Grylls, and so I looked up his TV show. I might try that. I've gotten pretty good at surviving on my own.
Well, let's hope not. Well, that's all the time we have today on I Can't Believe That Happened to You. Next week, join me again as we will be speaking with a woman that was walking on the train tracks with her headphones on when a train hit her and carried her all the way to California.
Wow, I can't believe that happened to her.
So after the show, you remember that pizza guy that I sold mushrooms to? He actually helped me get enrolled in some hospitality courses, and he helped me get an internship for a temple tour guide. You need help finding something? I'm a temple tour guide.
Yeah, do you know where the bell tower is?
If you just head straight down this path and cross Broad Street, it'll be on your left-hand side.
Awesome, thank you.
I used to have a room up in the 17th floor of Morgan Hall, but heights bothered me, and when I was in the woods, the highest I ever got was 6 feet, because one time I thought I saw a bear, so I climbed a tree, and then my backpack got stuck, and I didn't come down until the next day or night or so, when my backpack, the straps, they ripped, and I fell to the ground. Here, let me show you where I've been staying. So this is where I cook most of my food. I still forage though, because I find that food in the city is much safer. The problem is the noise it's really hard to get used to. The food is a bit easier to come by, but when nature calls, you still gotta answer. I'm just grateful that they don't stock the bathrooms on campus with poison ivy. I want to start a professional wrestling circuit where all the competitors are themed as woodland creatures. When I was missing, I would entertain myself by having gladiatorial fights among insects, lizards, and small rodents. Duke it out.